Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam and welcome. Many questions circulating today about spirituality, especially regarding the Bhagavad Gita and its presence in the West, are shaped by popular misunderstandings and a lack of historical context, narrow institutional preaching, and rigid religious views often present selective narratives, cutting off broader historical and philosophical knowledge. This approach tends to prioritize group identity and alienation rather than supporting genuine spiritual inquiry and inner development. In this series, I will respond to questions raised by my subscribers with historical clarity, contextual accuracy, and respect for the depth of the tradition beyond institutional boundaries. The aim is not polemics, but understanding, so seekers can engage with these teachings in an informed and mature way. For those who wish to explore these topics on a deeper level, you may reserve a copy of my upcoming book, Gaudiya Esoterica, The Hidden Stream of Bhakti. With respect, Paramananda Dasanudas. The presence of the Bhagavad Gita and Vedanta in the West did not begin in the 20th century, nor with any single teacher or institution. As early as 1785, the Bhagavad Gita was translated into English by Charles Wilkins, making the text accessible to European readers. During the 19th century, German and British Indologists studied, translated, and taught Vedantic philosophy academically. In the United States, thinkers such as Ralph Waldo Emerson and Henry David Thoreau engaged deeply with the Gita, integrating its ideas into American intellectual life. By the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Indian teachers, gurus, were already publicly teaching Vedanta and the Gita in the West. Swami Vivekananda lectured widely across America and Europe beginning in 1893. Shortly thereafter, Premananda Bharati Baba arrived in America in 1902 and played a foundational role in introducing Krishna-centered Bhakti and Gaudiya philosophy to the West.
In 1911, Bharati would go on to establish a Krishna temple in Los Angeles, the city's first. Bharati's contributions to the propagation of Hindu spirituality in America are well documented.
He authored Krishna, the Lord of Love, one of the first, if not the first, English book explicitly presenting Krishna Bhakti and Gaudiya devotional theology. Premananda Bharati initiated more than 500 disciples and established the first Krishna temple in the West. Yes, in the United States of America, over 50 years before Swami Bhaktivedanta's arrival. His work represents a clear and documented presence of Gaudiya devotional practice in the Western world long before the mid-20th century. Later figures such as Sri Aurobindo, Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, and Mahatma Gandhi produced Bhagavad Gita commentaries that were widely read and studied in Western universities and spiritual circles. In parallel, devotional and yogic teachers such as Paramahamsa Yogananda taught the Gita extensively in America well before 1965. Namambrata Brahmachari delivered in-depth lectures on Gaudiya philosophy and Vedanta at the University of Chicago more than 50 years before Swami Bhaktivedanta's arrival in the West. His teachings address classical Vedantic thought and Gaudiya theology in an academic setting, demonstrating that these traditions were already being discussed seriously and publicly in Western intellectual institutions long before the rise of the later movements. Because of this documented historical presence, it is inaccurate to claim that Gaudiya Vedanta or Krishna-centered Bhakti originated in the West with Swami Bhaktivedanta. Anyone who is familiar with the historical record knows that these teachings were already present, articulated, and thought decades earlier. History does not support exclusivist narratives. It supports continuity. Therefore, historically speaking, the Bhagavad Gita was already present, translated, and taught in the West, long before Srila Prabhupada's mission is gone. The philosophical foundation of Vedanta and Bhakti were already established, and Gaudiya Siddhanta itself had been systematized centuries earlier in India by classical acharyas, the Purva acharyas. Srila Prabhupada's Swami Bhaktivedanta role was not to introduce the Bhagavad Gita or Krishna Bhakti to the West, but to present a specific institutional interpretation of an already existing tradition in the West. Recognizing this distinction allows for a more accurate and honest understanding of history. I hope this helps. Bhajo Nitai Gaura Radeshyam Japo Hare Krishna Hare Ram. Worship Nitai and Gauranga. By their grace, you will achieve Radha and Krishna in Braj. Thanks for watching.